What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Dueling Fates podcast, your favorite non-Star Wars, non-Harry Potter podcast. We're actually on the planet of the War God today. We're not watching God of War today, sadly. We're not watching one of the greatest video games of all time. Instead, we're watching The Martian, or we did watch The Martian. Mars is the war god, so is Ares, and yeah, you know.
I don't know anything about Roman gods. The Roman gods are all just rip-offs of the Greek gods.
Which is Ares is the Mars is the ripoff of the Ares.
That's really dumb. Really, there's an entire candy company named after a war god?
I don't know if it's named after that. I think it's named after the planet, which is named after the war god.
Therefore, and thusly...
Well, that's not their intention, I don't think.
It obviously is, because they chose to name it after the planet named after the war god.
That's
transitive property and shit. Transitive property.
I thought the transitive property is when you want to become a different gender.
I'm gonna super kick you so hard. So hard.
You can choose one: a super kick or speech and music. Because yesterday you were all about the speech and music.
They're the same thing, dude.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're not. They're not the same thing.
Except Shawn Michaels literally tells you they are.
Yeah, but one's a finishing move.
Because that's his favorite thing to do. Is he's like, I just love how well protected my finisher is now.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, Shawnee boy.
When Roman Reigns brings up the super kick to defeat Solo Sikoa, that's gonna be great.
The pop when we get the mine. Why are we on wrestling already? This is supposed to save till the end of the episode.
Yeah. The Martian is a movie that came out in 2015, starring Matt Damon, directed by Ridley Scott. Like the second best film that Ridley Scott's done after Alien.
I was gonna say, didn't Ridley Scott do Aliens?
He did Alien, not Aliens. Aliens is Cameron.
That's the worst naming scheme I've ever heard of. Alien and then Aliens.
Aliens is the second movie.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, actually, the funny thing. Okay, we're gonna get
whoever came up with that, whether it was Ridley or Cameron or whoever,
it's hilarious.
They deserve to die in a fire for that decision.
There's a story behind the naming for Aliens. So Cameron was pitching a sequel because this is like 7 or 8 years after the first movie. They're like, okay, we can make a sequel, whatever. Cameron walks into the room, grabs a dry erase marker, turns to the thing, writes Alien, turns back to the board, turns back around, and writes a cash sign right next to Alien. And so it's supposed to Aliens with the cash sign, and then turns around, throws the marker away, and walks out.
Yeah, James Cameron should have ocean gated. Sorry, Jesus Christ. This episode's starting off strong. We are 3.5 minutes in. I almost killed the duck. Luckily, I think. No, but like, what kind of? Oh, that's awful.
Amazing naming scheme, actually, because Aliens 3 is Alien 3 but it's cubic.
I don't care.
I love that franchise so much. It sucks.
It does suck. It's a bad franchise.
After the first two movies, yeah.
But okay, so we're talking about Matt Damon. What are your thoughts on Matt Damon?
Not the shittiest Bostoning guy that starts with the letter M.
No, Matt Damon's the GOAT. I love Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's great.
It's the other guy. No. It's Mark that's the problem.
Marky Mark. So fucking this episode.
Oh God. People are gonna either love this episode or hate this episode. There will be no in between. But yeah, so parts of this movie do kind of confuse me. Because everything on Earth is well, no, so like everything on Earth is exactly the same as it was. How long ago did this movie come out?
Almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago.
Yeah, so
2015.
God damn, really? So yeah,
Yeah,
everything on Earth is like it is 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
except for the part where we can suddenly get to Mars. You think we've made that many technological leaps, but none of it transferred to people? That doesn't really track.
Yes.
No, that doesn't track.
Yes. Because anywhere is better than us.
No. Stop.
I don't know. He's got another movie coming out soon. That's a space movie.
Does he?
Yeah. I forgot who's directing it, but yeah.
Don't care. Does he? I'm looking now.
Yeah.
Upcoming. The Egg book. Project Artemis. Yeah. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. It's about the moon, I think. Because you know the Artemis missions that we're doing right now.
Yeah. But like that part always kind of confused me because it's like that you're missing something here. We can suddenly get to Mars, but like,
well, we can't get to Mars. We can send people to Mars right now.
No, we can't.
We definitely can.
No, we can't.
What do you mean?
No,
we can't take a quick trip to Mars and be like, "Hey, yo," and just like walk around for a little bit.
We don't have a spacecraft that could actually get there. Nobody is even close to having one developed. Elon was supposed to, but as always, he lies. Sorry, I'm not actually. Fucking tell the truth one time. Where the hell is where's my Roadster? I was promised a Roadster 10 years ago. Where's my Roadster, Elon?
Do you know what would be really cool?
What's up?
If Elon didn't spend $44 billion on a social media company and spent that money on a space program that he loves so dearly.
Oh, don't worry. He's still putting the money in the space program. It's almost like building a ship that can get to Mars is really fucking hard.
Pretty fucking hard.
You
want to let there?
It happens sometimes. I fade in and out of accents. You know that. What the hell is happening?
Bro was going through every accent known to man. Eventually, a southern drawl up in here. You know.
I don't know if I can do. I don't know if I can do a southern accent. I'm not gonna try though.
Well, save that for a D&D Cowboys. So.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why I can't. I've like repressed that ability so hard.
You've shoved it back in like crevices in your mind.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a scary place. But also getting to Mars. This is the other thing that is weird about it. This movie does get so much science right. You have to kind of be okay with a lot of the things that it will get wrong because it will get things wrong.
You disappoint your disbelief in that science isn't really there exactly.
But the science is there for a lot of it. But there's the one kind of issue. I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
You probably aren't, but okay.
That's why I'm looking it up.
Bro's looking it up.
Because like half of the year, or something. I can't find the thing. Mars is on the opposite end of the sun from us a lot of the time. We can't get there when it does that. I think it's like at least 3 years where you can't get back and forth, and there's just this little window.
Yes.
Botany was not on that planet for 3 years. If they came back,
he was on there for almost 2.
Right. But by the time the people got back, the original, I can't remember the Hermes mission got back. Mars would no longer be in range. They couldn't just slingshot back to it. And then even if magically they could, you slingshot back, they're not slingshotting back home. They just die there. Right. Like you're not getting back. One of those things cannot happen. You either can't get back home or you can't get back to Mars. One of those has to happen.
You have such a bigger issue with that whole idea than I do.
Well, it's just it's because I know the stupid thing about the stupid thing, and
so do I. I'm not like, oh yeah. I'm thinking like, oh yeah. For some reason we can do that now.
Some reason we can fly through the sun. Yes.
Technically, they shouldn't be able to get back in the first place to Mars and they come back because the fuel they should have carried there should not be the amount they have, because the fuel should be to get there and back, and that's it. Because that's how missions work. So you want to be as light as possible. They talk about being as light as
Well, no,
possible
but
throughout.
they literally tell you how they're getting a resupply. I'm
Yeah, they hit the
assuming
little,
that means fuel as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
You
that
assume
that one's
you,
okay, but that's an easier assumption to make than that they can fly through the sun.
you can't fly through the sun. I can.
All right. What the heck?
It's
I
called
can't remember my Greek.
You gotta no clip it. You know.
You gotta no clip the sun for sure.
You're talking about Icarus, I think you're thinking about.
Yeah, I was thinking of Icarus. Sorry, I don't know I'm not up on my Greek mythology.
These are all Percy Jackson books.
That, honestly, with you, that tracks. That tracks.
I mean, and there's God of War down there, so you're...
I played God of War also.
Well, that's Horizon, and then behind it's God of War. I had to finish Horizon.
Bro's playing Horizon.
Well, I told myself that I wouldn't buy these books unless I finish the game fully. Like I need to get the last of those books, because
that's also why their mission doesn't exactly make sense. Weren't they only going to spend like a month on Mars?
It's about 30 days, yeah.
Yeah, that
30
isn't
souls.
how that would work. And also,
there's also not 30 suns either, but 30 souls, you know.
That's just another word for days, you dildo.
I know. But my job this episode is to piss you off, so.
Why? I'm sure you'll do enough of that in the next episode, which we're recording immediately after. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Hey, yo.
Oh, yeah. Gotta pull back the curtain a little bit. Little teaser. Little teaser.
Teaser, yeah, tease him a little bit.
Got him with a little teaser.
Got a little skin, you know.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, oh.
But like, you have such a more problem with the science in this. I'm more concerned about how this doesn't really, you know, have much character to anyone.
What do you mean?
The only person that gets character is Botany.
That's just, I disagree. What do you mean he's the only person that gets character?
Like, everyone has a character, obviously, but they're very one note. No one goes through an arc besides Botany, and even then, his arc is more just, I'm gonna survive. His hope and regression.
I mean, Sean Bean goes through an arc, and hey, look, we finally seen a Sean.
Die.
Right, that was my next thing. Is we finally got a Sean Bean movie where he didn't die, but Grayson, as always, has to ruin my moment.
Well, you know, pop culture's my thing, so.
Is it? Is it your thing? You watch Game of Thrones yet, bitch?
I've watched like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, then
I'm not really into the whole incest angle.
Pop culture cannot be your thing if you refuse to watch the biggest show ever made.
I never said I refuse to watch it. I just don't really care for it, so I'm not taking my sweet ass time with it.
Take your sweet ass time with it.
Yeah.
You don't really like the whole incest thing, then why did you watch Star Wars ever?
As a child? We'll get into
that. We're a ways away from that one. But yeah, no, I think there is character to everybody. Yeah, not everybody gets a lot of screen time. That's kind of the point.
No one's got any arc, though. There's no character arc besides Botany's, and that makes it boring.
I disagree.
I don't care about these people.
That's also the whole point of the movie. And if you don't care, that's just because you weren't actually paying attention, I feel like. They did quite a bit to build up all of the side characters.
It might be just because I don't like it as much, because I watched it in middle school 1,000 times. So it's just in my brain, it's stuck into this is middle school bullshit, and I really don't want to be at school right now. So
you're such a weirdo.
I know.
Why'd you watch the same movie over and over in middle school? Also, what kind of loser does that?
Because the American school system.
I don't think we ever watched a movie in my school, ever.
That's because Wyoming doesn't have cell service.
How do you think we converse all the time?
Black magic.
Ah, yes. I forgot about the blood magic I've been performing.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I need another shipment of blood. I need your blood to communicate with you. That's how this works.
Hey, that's kind of creepy, bro.
I don't like it here. But yeah, I don't know. they get a lot of the actual like botany stuff right, and being able to survive on Mars. Also,
Poop astronaut.
Only 30 days on Mars for the whole team makes no sense. That is not what the mission would be. But also, next, why would there only be that much food? And why they've already sent stuff for the next mission. Why would the first thing they send for the next mission, like waiting for them at that spot, be the other lander? Because what happens when the Hab lands incorrectly and lands on the lander and then they can never get home? That is not the first thing I'd want put down. That would be the last.
Mm-hmm.
So,
don't ask me. I mean, the food thing I can answer pretty easily. Weight matters.
Right. Which has me even more confused on why they sent actual potatoes. Because did they send like an entire turkey? Uh-oh. Did they send like an entire turkey? Because why'd they send potatoes? Everything else is going to be freeze-dried and light as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sent a bunch of
potatoes. So why potatoes?
Well, it's supposedly for Thanksgiving, which they got to Mars on November 8th. And then
3 weeks later, yeah. 30 days. Yeah, they're fine.
Well, Thanksgiving would be like 14-ish days later, and November 8th, Thanksgiving's...
Yeah. Give or take a few. Shut
up. Like, is Thanksgiving this year the 28th of the... I don't know. 18 souls later is Thanksgiving. They would have already had Thanksgiving by the time they're all gone, so why is the Thanksgiving food still there? Unless they sent... Well, I know they say they sent double of everything because you got to be prepared. Why would you send double the Thanksgiving food, though? That's just like double the way. You could have sent another 4 months worth of rations.
Just really likes potatoes.
I mean, I guess it saves Mark's ass, but like,
I can see Chastain's character liking potatoes because she likes disco music.
No, that'd be Sebastian Stan's character. Let's be real.
Sebastian Stan's character, I forgot existed.
Also, did you just say liking potatoes means you don't have good taste?
I mean, if there's no ketchup, yeah.
I'm about to beat you to death.
They don't have no seasonings besides pepper and salt.
Yeah, white boy, that's all you need.
I don't know. I don't eat potatoes. I don't like potatoes besides like in French fries or mashed potatoes. So like, I don't.
You're such a freak.
I would die on Mars. Yes.
Ugh. Dying on Mars would be so sick.
Because you wouldn't decompose?
Well, that too. Well, you would eventually.
It takes a long ass time.
Yeah.
They literally went over that in this film.
But no, I mean just being the first guy to die on Mars. That's a pretty cool thing to be. So, dude, the one thing I love about this movie is everything Mark Watney has to do. They're like, hey, you'll be the first guy to ever do it. And he's like, damn, that sounds cool. That is absolutely how a real human would act in those situations. Like, damn, that is pretty cool. I guess I'm going to do that now.
It's the most man brain thing in the world. I do love it.
Yeah. Yeah, they want me to rip apart the MAV. And they keep telling me I get to be the fastest man in the history of space travel. Yeah, it's also like the most dangerous mission and I'll probably die. But I do like the way fastest man in the history of space travel sounds.
So even if guys doing that, you still technically the fastest man.
Right.
It's just us corpse experiencing most of it.
I broke my ribs. But I'm good. And then just fucking Iron Man suiting himself to the shit. It would maybe work. I think he would have needed a little more time to adjust to it than what it took. But
well, yeah, it's movie time.
Yeah, I know. But like, because he would have stayed in that little bubble trying to figure it out for a lot longer to make sure. But
well, also the thing with that is, I think the reason why he went for such like a remove.
I hope that's not my internet causing the issue. I hope it's a Grayson issue. But I'll go back to talking. But yeah, so he cuts open the hand of his suit to use the pressure escaping from his suit to like Iron Man blast his way around. Which feasibly does work, but it doesn't work
We're back.
Oh, Grayson's back. I mean, you're not moving yet. Yeah,
My
you are. There you
internet
are.
died.
I'm glad it was yours and not mine.
Yeah, for a second. But like what I was saying is he's had zero social interaction over the last like year and a half, 2 years. So like the fact that he was just like, fuck it, we ball, and like if I die, I die, but like I want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
So he just said fuck it, which I love. I think that's like, I think it's funny. This movie is surprisingly funny.
Oh yeah, it does a pretty good job of that. I love Rich Purnell, Donald Glover's character.
Mm-hmm. They gets introduced over halfway through the film.
Yeah, he's not important before that.
But why are we introducing characters halfway through the film? We could have had an astrophysicist or whatever his fucking title is.
Because that's the point. This just tells me I don't even think in high school you worked on science experiments ever. People having ideas are not just the people. Like, you got to think about it this way. The main people trying to figure out what's going on are probably not going to be the people who come up with the idea, because if you look at human history, never once was it the main group that figured out the idea. It was some idiot sitting in his college dorm or somewhere else that figured out the thing that fixes everything. And that's what this movie was showing. This very unimportant, not part of the mission at all character is the one who just suddenly like, oh shit, I know how to save the astronaut. That was the point. How do you miss the point? It stabbed you through the throat and you missed it somehow.
Oh, well, technically it would stab me in the ribs, but it not.
No. And also it didn't. Yeah. Oh, that was my gripe with this movie. I remember now. When he takes the thing through the stomach and just stitches himself up on the outside. No internal bleeding? None at all?
No, it cleaned through. That's why he says that. It basically went clean through.
Well, sure.
It gets stuck there, but
it went clean through. And it didn't hit any of your intestines or your stomach or your liver or a kidney. You're telling me somehow in a body full... Remember, you got like 8 miles of fucking intestine in there. You're telling me it didn't even clip a single bit of it? Nah, I don't buy that. That is the least realistic thing about this movie. It is absolutely the least realistic thing about this movie. Let me come stab you in the stomach, and let's see if I don't hit anything.
Well, you'd have to stab me with like a rhubarb type thing, not like a knife.
I'm down.
It would take a lot of force. Yeah, I don't think you realize how tough human skin is.
I don't think you realize how much I want to stab you. Set yourself up for that one.
Yeah.
You walked right into that one.
Yeah. I mean...
But, like, nothing. He should have, like, either died from internal bleeding or got, like, sepsis. That's what would have happened.
You would have gotten sepsis.
One of those two things would have happened. Not just, I'm okay. Oh, and then, I tore my stitches. Yeah, you probably tore some other shit open in there, too. Maybe try growing the potatoes inside your stomach. It might work just as well.
Would a potato be able to grow in your stomach? That's the question.
I don't know, man. What do I look like, a botanist?
Yeah.
I've never been known as the greatest botanist on a planet. He has, though.
Have you been known as a botanist in the first place?
No. No, I can't say that I've been a botanist.
I know this is stupid for me to be like, oh, you're gripe about this bullshit. But why the fuck are we bringing a botanist to fucking Mars?
Why not?
Because there's no fucking floral there.
I mean,
until
once he was there, and that's probably why they took the botanist, was to try to grow things on Mars. You know, we send botanists to the International Space Station. You know, we grow stuff in space right now. No, it's not. It's literally the exact same. Nah, it's different. You're the dumbest. We do not need a space part botanist out there, my guy. Also, he says they couldn't not grow anything unless it was inside the whatever it's called. The hab. Okay. Most of the things they grew, they probably weren't trying to grow an entire field of potatoes. You're right about that. They were still growing things. Yeah. Dumbass.
Also, is it that cold at Mars at night? Like, they have 2 moons.
What?
The warmth we get at nighttime here isn't because of us. It's because of the moon.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
We get the sun reflections from the moon, and it still heats us up enough where it's like colder at night, but definitely not hotter.
Okay. I'm not gonna say you're right. No. Based on lunar cycles, the Earth may heat or cool by 0.004 degrees Celsius.
Exactly.
No.
I'm correct.
No. 0.04 Celsius in... Is that even a degree?
Yeah. It's a 0.04% of a degree. Celsius is the correct measurement of temperature. I just don't know how to read it. Bro,
I'm trying to... well, because this isn't right. I don't know how that works.
The moon gives us warmth.
No, it doesn't. The Earth and Mars and every planet is only heated by the sun and the side that's facing the sun. That's why, Grayson, at night, it gets colder. We're no longer in the direct ray of the sun. No, the moon is not doing anything. Like, actually, you genuinely don't know what you're talking about. No, Grayson, enough. When you're this stupid, you don't get to talk.
Do not bash on the moon. The moon does ton of things, like tidal
okay,
waves,
it doesn't heat anything, you
those
stupid
are
bitch.
Required for life on Earth.
Don't care. It doesn't heat a single thing, so shut up.
The moon does plenty of things, okay?
I didn't say it didn't. I'm saying it doesn't do this specific thing, you useless piece of shit. Oh my God.
Do not bash on Luna.
I'm only bashing on you. Get over yourself. You're wrong again. Stop arguing with me. You're like factually wrong. The Earth is only heated by the sun. You know what keeps Earth warm? Earth itself. From, you know, how it soaked up all of the heat and then releases it. And that's why it gets colder at night, because the sun's gone. That's it. That's the only thing. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking moron. God. I hate when ducks think they know things.
Oh, wait. Are you saying Mars does not have the internal functions to maintain that heat?
No, I'm saying the other main portion is the atmosphere. Mars doesn't have one. There's nothing trapping the heat.
Mars doesn't have an atmosphere?
Not it lacks the same layers as ours, you know, the things that trap the heat. I think it has a bit of atmosphere, otherwise it would be even worse on Mars. But that's why it's freezing during the day on Mars. It's cold there all the time. All the time. Like, what's the temperature on Mars? Huh, Grayson?
Do we know the temperature on Mars right now?
I'm sure.
It'd be awesome if we had a weather thing for Mars.
Mars. The median surface temperature on Mars is negative 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Because the atmosphere is so thin, the heat from the sun easily escapes Mars. Temperatures on the red planet can range from 70 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 225 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's just the winter in the Midwest.
No.
It basically is.
But no.
You've
never even experienced cold there like I have here.
When the polar vortex happened, we had temperatures colder than Mars.
Nowhere on Earth has had temperatures below negative 225 degrees.
No, not that. I'm saying, like...
Yeah, you had temperatures below 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Fucking congrats, dipshit.
You know what I meant.
Oh, my God.
You knew what I meant.
But no, I'm almost 100% sure you haven't.
I'm sure somewhere on the Earth has.
No.
At some point in time.
I know we can artificially create that, but no, like, actual outside place does. No, in the state you live, the coldest it's ever gotten is negative 38. Anywhere in your state. Okay, if you think you know a temperature, that would mean it would have been recorded. So again, you're just making shit up.
The Ice Age happened.
Oh my God. Stop. I hate you.
Yeah.
Fucking moron. I don't want to come off as arrogant here, but I'm the greatest botanist on this planet. He says,
given Mars's low atmospheric pressure, the effective wind pressure in the Martian windstorms would be much lower than shown in the movie.
Yeah.
Very unlikely to be sufficient to tip a spacecraft.
See, I believe that's partially true.
Anywhere acknowledged that he took creative license with this in order to create the story.
Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of have to make stuff work. Because, like, there are large global dust storms that can cover the entire planet and block out the sun with dust.
But, like, the wind wouldn't fuck over, like,
the... But I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's also due to, you know, again, not having an atmosphere. That's a pretty big thing. You know, atmosphere is what creates weather.
I love how the FAQ is like, wouldn't Botany need to use antibiotics after being wounded in space?
Yes.
Yes.
But also, he does have antibiotics. That's not the part I am concerned about. It's more the things in the center of his body that got cut open, that had to have been cut open.
He doesn't need a pancreas. Who needs a pancreas?
Humans. But I guess he is a Martian, so it's okay.
Yeah, he is literally the Martian.
Yeah.
Nominated for 7 Oscars, 40 wins, and 199 nominations total in the awards.
I feel like that makes sense. So we always talk about this, so I'm going to bring it up because Grayson refuses. Budget of $108 million. And it made $630 million worldwide.
Lower than Interstellar, but people apparently like this movie a lot more than Interstellar. So
people hate it or like it?
Like it more than Interstellar, and
That's
don't
weird.
see why.
No, I don't get that. I do enjoy this movie though. It's a fun time.
It's fine.
I didn't watch it every day in middle school like a fucking moron though, so I don't have a weird bias against it.
It got nominated for Best Motion Picture of the Year at the Oscars. Lost.
It definitely should have been nominated. What the hell did it lose to?
It was nominated. I'm pretty sure this was the year the Revenant won.
I still haven't seen.
Wait, no, actually, 2016 Oscars. I'm thinking Leo's win. Best Picture was Spotlight, which was a film. In 2001, editor Marty Barron at the Boston Globe assigned a team of journalists to investigate allegations against John Gogan for an unfrocked priest accused of molesting more than 80. Okay, that took a turn.
What the fuck did you just start reading?
The synopsis for Spotlight, which won that year. And Spider.
Bro's getting scared because of a spider.
I hate it.
Why did you just throw stuff at it?
Because it's this fucking spider. I don't fucking deal with it.
I hope it gets angry and bites your toe.
I don't think it's that type of spider.
Oh, all spiders will bite your toe.
What spiders bite toes? The foot fetish type?
Any spider that gets near your toe.
Why are they biting toes?
Because they're near toes.
Is Spider-Man a foot fetish guy?
What are you talking about?
Because he's got the attributes of a spider.
Where do you think spiders bite people? Do you think it's only in one place ever?
Bite people mostly.
They do, like a lot. That's like a whole thing, Grayson.
What type of spiders do you have over in fucking Wyoming?
What do you mean?
Do you guys have like wolf spiders or some shit?
What spiders do you think don't bite people?
Most of them.
That's not true.
They're not like, hey, I'm gonna go fucking bite Grayson over here.
They kind of are.
I don't know. I'm really scared the spider's gonna show back up though.
And I hope it does, and it bites you, because it's a spider and they bite.
I gotta be prepared for the spider to reattack, so I'm gonna get a weapon.
I'm I'm gonna get a weapon. Bro's got is that a wallet?
Piece of tile.
Why do you have a piece of tile?
Because my mom wanted me to use them for like.
Buy coasters.
It was true expensive.
Geekslice.com.
Hey yo.
Cheap plug. Except there won't be coasters on there for that much longer. Actually, by the time this episode comes out, they might not exist at all, which is funnier. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you don't know. I think the film's fine. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's just an alright film. It's a good fun to watch every so often. I don't think this is like groundbreaking at all. I would much like to take Interstellar over this by 1,000%.
I don't really think the two movies are similar enough to where I'd be picking between the two like that.
The two space astronaut movies.
Okay, that's like saying, do I want to watch Interstellar or Revenge of the Sith?
No, they're not astronauts. Those are space wizards.
They literally fly in ships in space. Ergo, astronauts.
No, I'm looking.
Argo, Ben Affleck. It confused him really bad. His face when I said Argo, Ben Affleck just dropped.
Who's car we taking?
Whose car we taking?
Well, that's bullshit. But there's a difference between cosmonaut and astronaut. That's some bullshit.
Well, there's a difference technically between... Yeah, because those words are just made up for which country you come from.
All words are made up, geek.
All right, Thor, chill the fuck out. I hate you.
I hate that spider. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I do wonder how he did that.
Did what?
Well, the like, they're talking about one of the goofs here, but it's like when Botany gets to the hab with the antenna sticking out of his suit, he takes off his helmet and his upper chest cover. And they're not saying that that part's the problem. Though, how did he take off the upper piece of his suit when there's an antenna sticking through it? You know,
that's a fair point. That is a fair point.
And they don't care about that. They're just like, when he pulls out the antenna, he throws it on the floor, but then it's like in a tray in a different scene. It's like, maybe, because they didn't show it, maybe he picked it up. Why is that the problem and not the fact that he somehow took off his shirt when stuff was stuck through it? I feel like there's a bigger issue here. Just
I don't know. I felt like this movie had a required amount of shirtless Matt Damon shots. Like it was in his contract, or someone had a contract where it had to have Matt Damon like take his shirt off at least 3 or 4 times.
I don't know, maybe.
It's a good part of like the first part of the film. He'd taken off his shirt quite a bit.
I don't know if I apparently didn't pay attention because I don't know if I remember seeing him shirtless at all.
You're not paying attention. I mean, they do a specific shot to show that he got really, really skinny.
Also, don't remember that, but okay.
At the end of the film, you know.
Apparently, I just stop. I zone out when I see people start taking off their clothes, I guess.
Asexual geek coming through.
I don't know, man.
Geek, when you watched Twilight, it was just like this. That Twilight.
Titanic. What are you talking about?
Titanic.
There you go.
Yeah, words. James Cameron. So when's the Martian 2 coming out?
I mean, they do kind of hint that there's another mission happening, but I doubt it ever goes as poorly as that one ever again. So,
well, they do say at the end of the movie that the goal is to bring everyone home at the same time.
Yeah. I kind of just want a movie about, like, I want this movie, but instead of everybody leaving early, I just want to see the, like, however many months they spend on Mars. I just want to watch them on Mars. What they do.
You want a Truman Show this shit?
Yes. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the Truman Show. I don't know.
The Truman Show?
No.
And this is why we do this fucking show.
Is it? But like, I don't know. I just want a movie about people hanging out on Mars for 2 years. I think that'd be sick.
Movie.
True. I just want a movie.
One.
No, we watched a movie of a dude hanging out on one part of Mars for 2 years. And not even.
Yeah.
He didn't even make it 2 years, the little bitch.
Yes, he did.
No. 561 souls. Do you know how long a year is?
360, but he's already on there for like 180 days. Souls.
No.
Yes. He was like 180 days before they made the decision, and then they turned around, and that's basically 720. Math.
Well, the way you're doing math is not incorrect, but
180 plus 560 is like 720 something. 740 or something.
You're not wrong about that part. But in total, he spent 564 days on Mars. You are just adding things that were already added into my 564 number.
I just like to add numbers to your numbers, okay?
But you're wrong. Again, shocker.
This is a collaborative effort, Geek, okay?
So he was only on Mars for 18 months. That is not 2 years. So fuck you. I need my other 6 months of Mars time.
Bro's toddling his time instead of just saying a year and a half. My dog is like stuck in like animation.
Yeah, what the hell is happening over there? Is he broken?
Like? He does this often, actually.
Okay, he's just stuck. He's sniffing his own ass. It's fine.
That's not what he was doing though.
There's a weird smell down here.
You good? You good?
But yeah, stop just adding numbers.
I'm gonna add whatever I want to your numbers. Okay?
I don't know, man. What else did they get wrong? I mean, so I said this earlier, but I finally get to bring it up. I'm mad that they didn't portray the Martian sunset correctly, because their atmosphere is different. Martian sunsets are blue with hues of pink, not orange. They made it just an Earth sunset, and that makes me sad. It could have been such a cooler sunset.
Wait. The Mars sunset's trans?
I don't know.
You said it's blue and pink.
Yeah. I don't know about colors, dog.
You don't know colors?
No, I don't know what colors mean. I just like, I don't know what colors correspond to what groups. I'm telling you, the sunset is supposed to be like blue with shades of pink.
I want to see a picture of it. We definitely have a picture of this.
I don't know if we have any pictures that show the shades of pink, but we do have pictures of the sunset where it is just like blue.
Oh, that's lame. It kind of looks like a weird light.
Well, I don't know what you want, but yeah.
It's like a light bulb in like a dark room.
Yeah, a blue light bulb instead of an orange one. Good job. You figured out what the sun does.
LED.
Not all blue lights are LEDs, but yeah, good work.
You're an LED.
Yeah, sorry, have to hit you with the semantics.
You are a semantic. Okay, when you're packed, if you were to pack from Mars, why the fuck are you only bringing disco music? Like, there's other moods to have.
Nah, just disco. Maybe, wasn't it Johansson that was really into disco? I don't remember.
No, it was the commander.
Okay, well, either way, I don't know, maybe she just only likes disco.
Like,
my question is, why is she the only one who brought music?
That's also another good question. Well, someone brought Happy Days, which I think was Johansson. But like, why would you bring fucking Happy Days?
Why not?
Not like a better show.
What's wrong with Happy Days?
It's Happy Days.
I don't know if I've ever seen Happy Days. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a nerd show.
What have I seen is, I think, the better question for life.
The question is, what have you seen Jessica Chastain in?
I don't know, man. Probably something. I've probably seen a movie that she was in at some point.
She's a great actress. So
I admit it's fatally dangerous, but I'd like to fly around like Iron Man.
Sometimes you should have fucking in your ball, you know?
What?
Sometimes you gotta fucking in your ball, you know?
I guess. What the fuck? Fuck you, Mars. There's our title for this episode.
Don't know if YouTube will allow that.
Well, we put fuck in one of the other titles, didn't we?
No, we did not.
Didn't we?
No.
Didn't we?
The most we have is if it.
I know we put biatch, but
yeah. Yeah, just the closest we got to swearing in one of them.
I thought we like put a swear word and just like
we were going to.
Well, what was we gonna do that for?
I believe we're going to do it for Boondocks, because it says fuck too much.
Yes.
As we say, we fucking in that like 100 times. So
but I switched it to "It is your corrupt we claim."
Okay, corrupt. Good boy.
It's weird how our episodes kind of work outside of the Tombstone one, where they just like get stuck at 10 views for 2 months and then
they boost up again.
Yeah.
My question is, why the fuck are you casting Jeff Daniels in anything other than Dumb and Dumber?
The hell's a Jeff Daniels?
Teddy. The director of NASA.
Oh. Because he's done a lot other than Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, but when I look at Jeff Daniels, I'm not thinking like serious actor.
I do, because I don't think of him from Dumb and Dumber ever. I think of him from what is that TV show he was on? The Newsroom.
Mm.
That's the one.
Well, the one that famous,
also, am I wrong, or is he just Uncle Joey from Full House?
No, he is not.
Whoever that is looks very similar.
Uncle Joey.
Dave Collier.
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah. Younger Dave looks more like older Jeff. Old Dave does not look close. But you could see how I could think he could age from that into the other guy.
I see it, but I don't know.
It's not as close as Mike Rowe and whoever the guy is from The Day After Tomorrow. The last time we had this conversation where I was thinking an actor was somebody else. I can't remember his name either. Hold on. The Day After Tomorrow. Who the hell was in that movie? Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Because we talked about, because Dennis Quaid looks very much like Mike Rowe.
Yes.
Very much. So I always thought they were the same.
I've also learned in the last few weeks since we recorded that episode, Jack Quaid, his son, who plays Huey on The Boys and was in Oppenheimer, hates his dad.
Nice. I could see it.
But he loves his mom, who's Meg Ryan, so.
But yeah.
Please let me know who Meg Ryan is.
I don't know.
Please look at Meg Ryan.
Why?
Because that's his mom. And Meg Ryan's great.
Is she?
She's big.
I don't know if I've seen any of the movies she's ever been in.
I apologize.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen any movies with her in it, like, at all.
You've never seen Top Gun?
No. Because I thought I hate... No, okay. This one's just out of pure hate. I hate Tom Cruise. I refuse to see things with him in it.
You hate Okay, if it's like my Timothy Chalamet thing, I can't.
Yeah, I can't stand Tom Cruise. I hate the idea that the smallest guy in every room is supposed to be an action star. Top Gun is the only movie he's ever made sense to be in.
Mission Impossible as well.
No.
Mission Impossible as well.
He's 5'1". He's not fighting anybody.
No, but he gets his ass kicked in all those movies.
As he should. The fact that he was Jack Reacher when I found that out made it so I would never watch him.
Well, now it's better.
Right. Because that is a guy who looks like he could beat the shit out of an entire room.
Well, yeah,
fucking Tom Cruise beating up 18 dudes at a time. It's like, there's no way. I personally would beat the shit out of that little dude. Or just, stand there, arm extended on his forehead and just watch him fucking...
He's like 5'7".
God.
But Alan Richardson, like even the book describes him as like a 6'6", like super muscular
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
So it
fuck.
makes sense for him. That's why it's like super like popular, like super like surprising they found someone bigger than him to play the next like villain for the next season, because that guy is supposed to be much bigger than Reacher. They got like a 7'1" basketball player turned
I was gonna say, did
actor.
they just like hire Boban?
I think they got the guy who played was in Hustle.
Which one's Hustle? Was that the
Adam Sandler Netflix
they
basketball
got
thing?
Wancho? Hernan Gomez?
Was that Wancho?
Yeah, it was one of the Hernan Gomez's.
Did I? No, Reacher casting.
I'm looking up Hustle to be sure. Because yeah, the star is
No, never mind.
yeah, it's Wancho.
That guy's different. Yeah.
It was Wancho. And you know they had Anthony Edwards, my goat, and they had Boban. Yeah. Who'd they cast in Reacher? Oh, we have totally.
I think it's Brian T. I think it's like 7 foot something. Big dude. That's all that matters. Reacher season 1 was great. I haven't finished season 2 yet.
Oliver Richters, who is not a basketball player, but he's known as the Dutch Giant.
There you go.
Cast as Polly.
Polly.
I love when villains have names like that. Just Polly. Hey yo.
So's my dog apparently.
Angry. He does not like Polly.
No, Polly's bad guy, so that makes sense. This cast is stacked.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt Damon, who's an Oscar winner, I believe. You got Jessica Chastain, who's an Oscar winner. You have Kristen Wiig, who's I think an Oscar nominee. Kate Mara, I definitely know is an Emmy nominee at least from House of Cards.
Jeff Daniels, who's also nominated for shit because of The Newsroom.
Yeah, Michael Pena, who's the guy in Ant-Man.
Who's the guy in That's tough. Known as the guy in Ant-Man. Sean Bean, who's the guy who dies in every first season or movie of every fantasy show ever. Ooh, new question, because I've still never seen it and don't know if I plan to, because I know they did it wrong. Did they put Sean Bean in the Dungeons and Dragons movie just to die? Then they really did it wrong, and I will continue to never watch it.
I don't remember him being in the movie in the period. I think he was a voice.
I don't think he was, but
a bird.
I'm just saying I wish he would have been there just to die, because that's Sean Bean's thing.
No, I think he voiced an Eric Cochra.
Nice.
Sebastian Stan, who is known for his portrayal of Tommy and from Pamela and Tommy, did not need a prosthetic dick. So Pamela.
No, did you really just say Sebastian Stan, known for some bullshit movie?
I was going to go with it was a TV show, and I was going to tell you a fun fact about it. They didn't, because apparently the guy he was playing was fucking hung, but they thought they needed a prosthetic dick. They did not need a prosthetic dick.
Okay, Sebastian Stan, the fucking Winter Soldier.
Lame. I mean,
God damn. The guy who should just play young Luke Skywalker in any time they need Luke.
Or the guy they had the.
You could no. I think it should be Seb, but also just fucking. If you want to keep Mark Hamill as the voice, then do that.
Yeah.
Just have Mark Hamill voice him, and there you go.
Oh, this fucking dude. That's where I know him from.
And then you got Benedict Wong.
That guy was in the MCU and then vanished.
I mean, he's still in the MCU. What are you talking about?
I'm thinking of Shudel Ejiofor, because I was looking at the cast at the time.
Who are you thinking of?
Shudel Ejiofor.
He didn't really vanish. Not exactly.
Yeah, he kind of has.
He was literally in Multiverse of Madness.
For like 2 seconds.
No, for like a solid chunk of time. He even fought Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he drugged Doctor Strange more like it, actually.
And then fought him later. I think you're just forgetting most of the movie. Just so you can say some dumb shit. No, she wasn't even in it. No, imagine.
I'd be like, what the fuck movie did you... Are you confused that first one or the second one? Such an underrated movie, by the way.
Donald Glover. Nick Muhammad, who is best known for I can't remember what his character Nate. He was Nate in Ted Lasso. Yeah. That's the part I was struggling with. I knew it was Ted Lasso, but I couldn't think of his name.
Also, I'm severely attracted to Mackenzie Davis.
I get it, but fucking okay, dude. Bro really needed to say that out loud. Who aren't you just really attracted to?
No, like in this movie, I'm like, damn, why didn't she have more screen time? She's the one who found out that Matt Damon is alive.
I think Matt Damon found out Matt Damon was alive.
I don't think he did. I think he thought he was dead for a while.
No, he was asleep. It's not. Sleeping. That's not how you think you're dead. He was asleep. He was sleep. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Because I don't really feel like there is.
No, I just.
It's a good movie. Don't let Grayson be stupid and tell you it's bad because he's.
I never said it was bad. I said it's all right.
It's better than all right. He's just weirdly biased because he hates.
B tier film.
I think it's a little higher than B tier. I think Grayson's just biased because he supposedly was forced to watch it too much in a time when phones existed. So he could have just like not looked at the movie anymore.
Class?
Yeah, in a class where you're watching a movie, which absolutely means the teacher's paying no attention. Just pull out your phone and play.
But they had the papers and shit like that. And my brain is too stupid to remember stuff like this, like for a continuous long time.
I know, because you just tried to tell me the moon heated the earth. Trust me, I know your brain is too stupid. You think I remember
anything from 8th grade science class? No.
If you watched a movie, I'd assume you'd remember it enough to answer the questions that would be on that list, like, what was Matt Damon's character's name? What was the name of the mission? What planet were they on?
3, Mars.
Yeah, I think you could have handled that without watching the movie every time.
Dude, I did not pay attention in middle school, so I would not be surprised if I couldn't. I was dumber than I am now.
I really hope that's not true.
You think that?
But all right.
I think it was an alright film. I don't know if like everyone was like asking like, if do you have a sci-fi film for me? I don't think I would go out my way to like recommend The Martian.
I don't think I would consider this. When you say sci-fi, you're including this with Star Trek and Star Wars.
No, because those aren't sci-fi.
Yes, they are.
They're space operas.
They're science fiction.
They're space They are science fiction, but they're more importantly space operas.
Don't just listen to what George Lucas says. He's an idiot.
What they are. Flash Gordon is a space opera. Those are all space operas.
Nah.
Bro's just trying to refuse my fucking fact.
Because as always, I just assume you're wrong.
It's a space opera. Those are space operas. Science fiction is this.
Just rip your outro, you little nerd.
Oh. Thank you guys for watching Dueling Fates podcast. Let us know what you think of The Martian, or go watch it. If you really want to, if you haven't already, which I think would be really stupid if you watched a review and then went to go watch the movie. That's just me though. That's just me. Hey, you float your own boat, whatever. Not tomorrow. Next episode, we will actually be dropping one part of the intro because we will no longer be we'll only be a non-Harry Potter podcast. That we are officially jumping into the galaxy far, far away and starting with the Phantom Menace, because Geek was adamant that we do it canonically.
Because that's the correct order.
I never said it wasn't. But like, subscribe, follow, whatever we have to do on any other podcast format. Until next week when we talk about the Phantom Menace. Bye-bye.